So when I first got here, there was a lackluster deck in the backyard, and we started thinking about what could be here instead. What could it look like? And I just got out my sketch pad on my iPad, and we just started doodling things and trying to figure out, how should this be laid out? What should it look like? How should we use this space? And so we kind of went through the whole process. We figured out, all right, there needs to be a hot tub in this space. We figured out, all right, there needs to be some sort of fire feature in this space. We figured out there has to be an outdoor kitchen, but not just any outdoor kitchen. There had to be a space for people to sit. There had to be a charcoal grill. It couldn't be gas, it had to be a charcoal grill. So we started working through all the details and kind of coming up with how this space would look. And we just designed it right there, pretty much on the back of a napkin style, designing this space. I have to say I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. So one of the most important things was, how do we get down to this level from that level? How do I transition? How do we walk down? How does it feel? How is it accessible? How does it not feel kind of quick? But it needs to be out of stone. It could not be out of wood, because they want it all to match. So part of the way that we designed it is we like, hey, the hot tub is just going to be right here inside of this landing. So this is a solid landing, all filled in. We've got a little step right here, and then we've got our 3 steps that kind of come in at an angle. And what's really cool about how these steps work is they give you different heights to access the hot tub at. So if you wanted to get in at this step, that step, 3rd step, or the landing, you've got options. Or if you even wanted to get in right here, you also can get in right here. So what's really cool of having it built into this landing is you've got multiple heights, multiple ways to get inside of the hot tub. So really fun kind of feature. We also knew that we had to have a fireplace as a center. We had to have some sort of, we started out at a fire pit, and then we upgraded to the fireplace because it's epic, right? Big, bold, in your face. It also makes sure that the smoke goes up and away so that the smoke's not blowing in your face. You don't smell like smoke every single time you are burning a fire. Have our wood box off to the side. And of course, what's better than having a roaring fire and being able to listen to the sound of trickling water? So this is our Aquascape bowl set that we installed right beside it. You just hear that sound. So perfect spot to sit, enjoy the fire, hear the sound of the water, and just relax. And of course, we added these wing walls right in here just to kind of step down, just to give it a little bit more of impressive kind of feel, but also to make it, so it's not just standing all by itself and all alone. So really cool. And then we also have lighting in this entire space. There's lighting underneath here, there's lighting in there, there's lighting in our steps, there's lighting in our water feature, there's lights everywhere. So we knew it had to be charcoal, which kind of made it fun. So this is a Coyote charcoal grill that we built in. Really, really cool grill. Adjustable vent, adjustable deck. So you can actually you can use this crank and you can bring the charcoal up closer, put it back down. That controls your heat. When you're done, you can pull out your tray, or you can lower this back down, set the charcoal on there, and come down a little bit more, and you can pull out the charcoal and actually set your coals inside of the grill. Really, really cool features. These Coyotes have an insane warranty on them as well. So for 15 years, they'll actually, any parts, they'll actually replace, they'll cover anything that happens to it. You can actually, within 15 years, you can actually, they'll cover the parts and the labor to replace them. And then for 25 years, they will send the parts to you to replace them. So really, really cool Coyote charcoal grill. So our seating area. So we needed to be able to put bar stools on both sides of it. It needed to kind of flow with the space. I didn't want it to feel too blocky, and I didn't want it to be too heavy. So a lot of times using this stonework, it feels really, really heavy when you put it together. It feels kind of oppressive in the space. So by opening this bottom here, and I'll show you how we did that, we have aluminum inside of here. So by opening this whole bottom in through here and putting this aluminum on here, one, we've got no bounce. There's zero bounce when you lean on this. It feels really, really solid. But what that aluminum does, and getting rid of all that space, is it just makes the whole thing kind of feel and flow. And then of course, we've got our lights in here, and we've got lights on all four sides of this pillar. So it really lights up the whole space, gives you space for your feet. You can push your bar chairs in there, kind of get them tucked back in there. So it really lightens the space instead of being a heavy hardscaped area. And of course, our fridge. And kind of the last little piece that we put in to make this all work was they wanted to have a set of steps that went out to, they're gonna have a seating area down over here eventually, and then they've got space on the lake down there. Really cool property. That finger goes all the way out there, but they want to be able to access it and eventually gonna be able to go down there. So we just added in some steps, a very simple walkway out of the space. So this is kind of what we came up on the back of a napkin type design. Really fun putting this together, really fun bringing all these pieces and these elements together in this space. This is what we do. We live to create, right? But really appreciate you guys following along. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one.